Hello. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Oof. I was gonna do my makeup and my hair and maybe get out of my Sherpa. But here we are. It's another live chat with no makeup on. What do you do? Hi, Kara. Yay. Thanks for coming by. Oh, my mom. I forgot to message her. Oh, and she just messaged me. Mom, I will get back to you shortly. It's been a busy morning. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad that you guys could make it. I was not expecting my husband to come home for lunch, and then he did. So we had lunch together, and then I was talking to him, and I was like, hey, I was going to get ready for my live chat, and I'm also trying to edit tomorrow's Will It Buy video. My intern is coming, and the day just got away from me. I can't believe it's 12:30. The day has gotten away from me. Hi, everyone. Welcome to March. I'm so excited. It's my favorite month. It's my birthday month. So I always get really excited. It'll be my husband's birthday. It'll be my brother's birthday. What are you doing? You want to say hi to the people? Let me see if I can get Aries up here. This could be interesting. Hey, let me see. You say hi to the people? You see him? Hey, you're looking the wrong way. They're the people. Do you see them? Okay, go girl. Good job. Whew. You're 50 pounds, man. Or you're like 48 pounds. You went to the vet recently. You're like 48 pounds. It's pretty good. You just had lunch. Maybe that's why I felt a little heavier, okay? You just had lunch, didn't you? I know you want to sit on my lap, but I'm just on a bar stool, babe. She's gonna knock the tripod over. I can feel it. Why don't you go lay inside? She keeps trying to get on my lap. Yes. Hello and welcome to March. I don't really have a whole lot in mind for the live chat. I figured I'd just pop on and see what you guys want to talk about. But I've been getting asked a lot of questions. Is Stephanie Marie live? Right? Is she live right now? I should have looked. I should have gone after her live. Such a goose. I've been getting asked a lot of questions if I'm doing my March Madness series, and I am. I think it'll be, is it not this week, but next week or the coming week? I can't remember. I have it. It's on the schedule though. I have almost all the products picked out for it and the way it's going to go. I'm getting the giveaway boxes ready and all of that. And I'm really excited for it. I have been, thank you, Louise. Thank you. That was so kind. Thank you. I really enjoy doing my March Madness series. I think I started it maybe 3 years ago. I can't really remember. I just wanted to do some sort of fun game, something. I love March Madness. I'm not a basketball person. I'm not really into the NBA. I like sports, so I kind of have a pulse on everything that's going on, but I don't usually sit down and watch basketball games. Sometimes I will watch college basketball, like Iowa and Iowa State and all of that. But I love March Madness, the basketball tournament, and filling out a bracket. I filled out 10 brackets, and I'm convinced every year that it's going to be perfect. Never is. It's never a perfect bracket. But I do a thing where with friends, and you all submit your bracket and then you win. I always think I'm going to win that too. Never have. Never been to any. Have I ever been to college games? They're the best in Wisconsin. Have I been? I don't think I've been to college basketball games. No, I actually had a friend who played for UNI. Okay, sorry. My live chats keep cutting out every week, and I don't know what's going on. I feel like my nothing's going on with my internet. My laptop gave me a blue screen of death today, which that's not, that's nothing rare around these parts, but I'm on my phone, so I don't know what's going on there. But hopefully I'm back. Hopefully you guys can see me. But I did have a friend play once for You and I. And so I've been to a few You and I games and like You and I Drake games here in Iowa. And they were a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Jessica, my laptops are cursed. They're like literally the blue screen came on today and I was like, oh, okay. Like, I mean, it doesn't even like faze me anymore. I'm just like, oh, what's that? Like, I always take a picture of it and I like look it up to see like what happened this time. And I'm like, whatever. It's just, there's whatever. So my goal is to actually get a desktop. So, and obviously to have a laptop for like when I travel and everything, but to have a desktop as like my main computer, because apparently those don't break every 4 weeks like laptops do. And I know so many people tell me to get a Mac. I know. I can already hear the comments. I can already hear them coming in. But also so many people have issues with Macs. They break, and then when they break, it's super expensive to fix, and like none of them have any storage. So it's like, what? So Jessica says, do they still make desktops? I believe that they do, and I've had a lot of IT people recommend a desktop at least for like to be like my main computer, and then again have the laptop for like traveling and all of that. But apparently they're just supposed to be better. Jennifer says Dell is the best. I work for an IT company. Is that what? I have 2 laptops. I can't think if that's the one that's my editing computer, but I've had that one forever. What's crazy is my first laptop that I ever bought when I was like, what was I, 20? I bought a laptop, like I saved up money, bought a laptop because I wanted to start my blog. I wanted to start Chicklet Plus. I bought this laptop and it was huge and it was super heavy and it was silver. I remember it. I think it was a Toshiba, I want to say. And it lasted for like, I don't know, what, 8 years? 9 years? It lasted forever. Like, and then, I mean, when it started to not do so well, like, sure, it was like not so well. And then I got my next computer, and that one lasted for a good amount of time too. And then everything. And then that's when I started to get a new computer, and that whole thing with Best Buy happened, if you guys remember that. That was rough. And then I was able to get a different laptop, and literally I was getting these laptops, brand new laptops, taking them out of the box, setting them up, getting everything ready, and then within 2 days, blue screens, pixelated screens, what was it, 4 laptops in a row, brand new, out of the box, issues. I mean, literally the one that I have, the one that I settled on, the issues didn't start for a week, I want to say. 8 days, somewhere in there, was when the screen first started to become pixelated. And I was like, whatever, I don't even care. I can't keep doing this. Like, it's such a waste of my time. So now the screen turns black quite a bit. It pixelates on every single video that I watch. I can barely watch YouTube videos in like 720. I can't watch on 1080. No. I can barely watch on 720. And sometimes it bumps it all the way down to like 166. Today the blue screen happened. The blue screens happen so many times. So I don't think I'm meant to have a good laptop anymore. Just don't think we're meant to be. So maybe a desktop will be better. And I never want to go back to Best Buy ever. Let me make sure I'm saying this correctly. I have not been back into a Best Buy since all of that went down. If you guys don't know, I basically overheard 2 male Best Buy. Oh, Janice, thanks, Janice. Thank you. I love that graphic. But basically, I overheard 2 Best Buy male employees talking about me. They thought I had walked away. They directed me somewhere, and I meant to walk away, and I didn't. And they weren't exactly hidden behind like a half wall. And I overheard them talking about me and my body and other things, and I was pissed. Oh, I was so mad. And I haven't been back to a Best Buy since then. after everything, because like they let me go back to exchange it. I had to meet with like the general manager who wanted to talk to me because I made a big deal about it. Like I did. I was really, really mad. I made a big deal. I know a lot of people on social were standing up for me, and I was. So, Sweet Marie says, I chose not to get my birthday Kindle from Best Buy in solidarity. Sadly, my laptop is from them, so I can't stay away completely. Oh my gosh. Nicole says, order direct from Dell and build it your own. My husband does IT and does this for all his clients. Sarah says, I still can't justify the money to switch to a MacBook. My Acer is still going strong. That's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, so maybe it'll be a good idea to order directly from a company, like you said. Maybe ordering from Dell will be better. See if we have more luck that way. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a struggle. One day we'll get it all figured out. My new desk has come in, so I shared some photos on some different places. I don't know, Instagram stories and Twitter and all of that. So it's set up, it's in there. And before I do the vlog, I'm just trying to like actually put my makeup collection away, like fill the vanity drawers, they're still not full, and get everything that's still going to be in my closet, like organize everything there. Like I got some more acrylic organizer. So I just want everything to be organized because I feel like a lot of people really want to see that part of like how I'm actually doing. My nose itches so bad. People want to actually see how I'm storing my makeup collection. So obviously I really want that to be a part of the video. So as soon as that is done, I will have a vlog going up for that. Louis says, I love organizing. It is so fun. And Janice says, you're getting so organized. I'm not the best at it. And there's been a lot of like, put this here, take it out. Put this over here. Nope, that's not going to work either. And so sometimes like I did a lot. I think it was Saturday morning. I did a lot and I was feeling pretty good. And then I was like, I'm over this. I can't do it anymore. Like I was just like, too much. Too much is happening. So but yeah, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done with it. So hopefully maybe like next week or the following week. There are so many videos in March that I have to do. I'm a little stressed looking at my schedule, and so many that I just like want to do that I'm like, ah. I actually filmed my makeup monthly in a decent time frame. I think that's gonna go up Sunday. I was really, really behind on that one, but I think it's gonna go up in a pretty decent time for my like monthly favorites. So sorry, I ran into Polly. And then the vlog, and then like I said, March Madness. So I think I started talking about March Madness, and then I think that's when my live cut out. So my March Madness, if you haven't done the series with me in the past, basically it's kind of like a makeup game, and I try to have you guys predict what you think is going to win. So I have a bunch of different categories, you know, lip products and foundations and eyeshadow palettes and all of that. And we start off with 4 in each category, and I show what everything is, and then I'll have I think it's just going to be another Google form again this year, but I have you fill out a Google form of what you think is going to be the winner at the end. And then the next couple videos are where I talk more in depth about some of the products. I think I'm going to split those in 2. Talk more in depth about products, you know, why I like them and all of that. And then in those videos, I have you vote for your favorites. It's usually on my community tab. I have you vote for your favorites, and then the 2 go on to the next round. So then there's like the finals round where it's head to head, and then have you vote again. And then I do a full face of basically the most voted on makeup at the end. And so when you fill your brackets out, it's not really a bracket, it's just like a spreadsheet, but you fill them out in the beginning. There's a few days that it'll be open and you can fill it out. Then I close them, the form goes away, so you can't do it anymore. But as we go on and we see which one are the top winners, if anyone gets a perfect bracket, I have a giveaway for it. There was a few people that did the last time too. So I think maybe I've been thinking about maybe having 3 giveaway boxes, like 1 grand prize and then maybe 2 other ones too. So I've been working on the giveaway boxes for that. So yeah, and then you can just win prizes. So basically you're just trying to predict like what's going to be the most voted on. And I have you fill it out before any of the voting starts. Like, the 4 products that are going to be in each, but then the next weeks we do the voting and all of that. It's just a game, just like a fun, hopefully just like a fun game is all. But yeah, then there's prizes to win. So I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and I think that's a lot of fun. And I've been getting asked probably the last like week or two here, been getting asked a lot of questions if it's going to come back, and it is. It just takes a little bit. Obviously, it takes a little bit of planning to make sure everything comes together, and I have all the different products and prizes and all of that. But I will be starting that little like mini series soon here. Where is the voting going to be located? I think I'm going to have it on the community tab once again. So I'll say it in the videos that go live. But last year I did the community tab and I felt like it worked out pretty well there. So, and hopefully I think the community tab was a little bit newer, last year. So some people weren't quite sure where it was at, but hopefully, it'll be more of a known thing this year too. But I also I'll explain it in the videos, like where to find that community tab and all of that too. So yeah, that's probably where I'm going to have the voting. I kind of thought maybe should I do voting on Instagram and Twitter too, and then do percentages or averages or whatnot to maybe mix it up even more. I don't know. I don't know if I should do that or just YouTube. If you guys have any preferences, let me know. But I'm excited to do that. Let's see. I feel like I missed something. Okay, Sarah says, other than March Madness, do you have anything else prepared for March? You have been giving some hints. I do. So I was going to tell you guys that next week, the live chat is going to be a special one. So hopefully you'll be able to join me next Tuesday. And I will have an exact time. I have to double check a couple of things, but I'll have an exact time shortly that I'll be doing the live chat, but I'm actually going to make an announcement during next week's live chat. Oh no, I spilled on myself. That's how excited I was. That happens. So yeah, so I'm very excited. So just one more week. I know I've started to drop, I've started to drop the hints. And yeah, I can't wait. I have so much to say and so much to be excited for, and I can't wait to just share it all. So yeah, I wanted to say it for anyone who's here, or if you watch on the replay, that next week will be a big one. I'll try to have the exact time as quickly as I can, so But of course, I do leave my lives up, so you can watch the replay back, and I just thought it'd be fun to do it on the live chat, but I'll have a whole actual video too and everything too. So next week is going to be very exciting. Today I had a phone interview with a newspaper from my hometown where I grew up and where my mom is from and everything. I got to do a phone interview for the local newspaper there, so that was kind of fun. So yeah, it's everything was kind of falling into place, and it's almost time for some exciting things. And I don't know what more I can really say other than that. So I was gonna work that into the end of the live chat, so it didn't seem so dun dun dun. But all good things, all things to be excited for, and things that I can't wait to share. So okay. Anywho, what else do you guys want to talk about? Oh no, Swimmer says, crap, of course I have an appointment Tuesday. Hopefully our link schedule works out. Yeah, I need to, I'll have the time soon. I wish I knew it right now, but I'll have it for sure soon. Oh, thanks everyone. Yeah, all good things. I'm so excited for March. It involves a trip coming up, and I'm very, very excited about that. I'll be excited it's starting to warm up a little bit here in Iowa, but I'm going somewhere warmer. So I'm like, yay, yay, warmth. Kirsten says, did I order the new Tatcha primer? It looks good. Tatcha actually sent that to me. I got an email from them. Yeah, it was an email. And they said they wanted to send me something, and I was like, okay. And they sent me the new primer, which I was very excited about. And I've tried it. I do have, or no, it's going to be the Instagram video that goes up today, but it's the video on my TikTok. So, I'm still like doing that TikTok thing. I have a video on TikTok. There's like a makeup trend, makeup hack, again, I think makeup hack that I decided to do, where you actually you do moisturizer, and then you like set the moisturizer with a translucent powder, and then spray your face with setting spray, and then do your primer, foundation, and so on, which is very interesting. But I did it, so I did it, and I tried it. So that was what I did yesterday, actually. And I used the Tatcha primer, and I was like, wow, like there was so much going on. I've never moisturized and then set my face with a powder. So I was like, what? But I feel like the Tatcha primer was really, really smooth. Like I feel like I could definitely notice it. So I've only used it the one time so far, but I definitely will more. I mentioned when I talked about it in my Will I Buy It that I liked that it was the liquid form versus like the balm, because I'm like, I don't like makeup. So I liked that it was the liquid, and yeah, it seemed to work out really well. So I want to try it again, like the whole moisturizer translucent powder, like just to see if it's like, but I felt like my makeup still looked really good at the end of the night. Like I wore my makeup all day yesterday, filmed 2 videos, and I felt like everything was looking pretty good. So I don't know. I was kind of worried. Bonnie said I always assumed that method wouldn't work well for dry skin. Yeah, I was a little like leery about it. So I wasn't quite sure if I was going to love that, but it seemed to work out pretty well. So, Debbie says, I finally joined TikTok and followed you. I followed you back, Debbie. She says, loving it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do, so my intern is coming today, and I work with Fabletics on a monthly basis. I have some leggings on today, and I work with them in my Instagram stories. Like I typically do a video showing off some of the different outfits, and it's kind of hard for me to film. So last month, my intern actually helped me film it so she could like move around and like zoom in. And other than that, like I just like set my camera somewhere and do a workout, which is fine. And that's how I've done it. But I'm like, I have someone who can help me with these things now. And my intern, her name is Abby. She said that she likes that sort of thing. So I was like, okay, like we can do it again. So she's coming today, and she's going to help me film some of that. But I thought that I could also have her help me do some TikToks, and I was thinking maybe I could do some fitness ones. I follow Blogilates on TikTok, and she does like some of these different challenges. Like there's one that I want to try for like lower body. I saw her do a plank one, so I thought maybe she could help me there. But I was thinking maybe I could do some fitness over on TikTok too, like a 1-minute video of like the different poses in a sun salutation, which is kind of a really like beginner level of yoga, because I get a lot of requests of like, how do you start with yoga? What do I recommend, or what poses do I recommend? And I'm really big on the sun salutations, because like you will almost always find a sun salutation in yoga routines or yoga flows. So even something like showing all of the different the different poses and then how to put them all together for sun salutation, and then maybe moving into sun salutation B where it just gets a little bit more advanced, or just that sort of thing. So I was maybe thinking of doing some fitness ones too. So while I'm in like my Fabletics gear, that maybe we could film some fitness stuff, because fitness is really hard to film on your own, or you only get like one shot of it, like one angle of it. So it might be nice if I had some help there. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I'm gonna work on after the live chat. I saw someone ask me like who I follow on TikTok. I've been trying to find like if there is any other, YouTubers over there. I know Makeup Molly's on there. Ashley Clady recently joined. I know that she's posted a couple TikTok videos as well. Like Nikki Tutorials is on there. Britt's on there, and like who else? Things by the Berg, she's on there. I'm trying to think of who else I've seen. Desi Perkins is on there. And then I like fitness, like I mentioned, Blogilates. There's one gal, her name is like Demi Gabby or something. There's like a G in there. Demi G baby. I don't feel like it's baby. I think it's like I don't remember. But she is like, oh yes, Barbara Christie. Yep, she's on there. Smoky Glow. I just watched her video actually last night on TikTok. Nicole Concilio is on there. So what was I saying? Oh, this Demi girl. I don't know. She's very like fit. I don't know what it is that she does, but she is like the most in shape person I've ever seen. And some of her TikToks, I'm just like the obstacle courses that she runs through and the things that she lifts and I'm like, okay. I found it once because there's a lot of these different like challenges. Like a lot of people dance. I have not danced yet on TikTok. I don't know if I don't know if I will, but never say never. But it takes a lot of time. Oh, Valerie Pack is on there. She's really good. Like she does dance, but she's just a good dancer. And she does a lot of like fitness ones too. So she's been my friend on YouTube for a long time. I think she's got a really fun one to watch too. But what was I saying? Oh, people do like challenges where like either you repeat a dance, like someone comes up with a dance, like a 30-second dance to a song, and then you like try to learn it and you do it. But I've also seen almost kind of like these fitness ones, but one was like, I don't know if it was called the jump up challenge or the jump out, something challenge like that, but it was the song that goes like, whoa. And then every time there's a whoa, you would jump. So this Demi started, like a guy was like kneeling on the sand and she's standing on his back, and then he stands up a little bit and she jumps and then lands on him all the way until she literally jumps on his shoulders, and he's a tall dude, and then she flips off backwards off of him. And I was like, what did I just watch? Like, it was like mind-blowing. It has like millions and millions of views on TikTok. And I was like, yeah, probably 1 million of them come from me, because I'm like, how did you just do that? First of all, how did you jump? How did you... The jumping is impressive enough. But then when she flips everywhere. That's like one of her things, is that she's just always like flipping, back flipping, and all these flipping things. That's not funny, but it was pretty incredible. So it was that one that's how I found her. And so I clicked on her profile, and she's like all this like very like fitness stuff, and I'm just like, dang girl, oof, dang. I'm trying to think of like how much I want to talk about this next subject. I watched Smoky Glow's video last night on like TikTok, and like the children that are on there and like the kids that are on there, and she was talking about this Charlie D'Amelio, I think is her last name, and her videos always get recommended to me. So there's like a For You page on TikTok, kind of reminds me of like the Explore page or whatever that used to be called on Instagram. But it's people, sometimes you're following them, sometimes you're not, but it's just like a bunch of different, and it's always like random. Like for me, it's like, it's always just super random what's showing up, but oftentimes this Charlie has come up. And I can tell from her videos that she very clearly has dance background. dance experience. And I'm very new to TikTok. Like, I literally downloaded the app like 2 weeks ago. So there's that. And so she keeps popping up, and I saw that she was at like the Super Bowl, and she was at this NBA All-Star game, like doing these dances with these celebrities and these athletes and all of this stuff. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And to me, she looked young, but I guess I just don't even know anything these days. But I was like, oh, probably for sure she's like 18, because I don't know, like she's going to all these different things. Like I could clearly tell that she has a boyfriend from TikTok who looks kind of older too. So I was like, I don't know. And last night I'm just saying, watch Smokey Glow's video, and she says that this Charlie is 15. And I was like, I did not know that. I didn't know that she was only 15, and it almost makes me just a little bit uncomfortable, like following those that are so much younger. It just makes me feel a little bit on the weird side, you know, because I didn't know that. I literally, my comment on Smokey Glow's video was like, I've seen Charlie's videos and I didn't realize, like, I just assumed that she was older. So I don't know. And then I guess there was so much that I learned from that video that I didn't know. But I was reading some of the comments too, and someone said there's something called, and I know this has popped up on my For You page, but I might get the name wrong. I think it's called the Hype House. But it's like I was reading someone's comment, and I was trying to piece this together about how it's like a house, but they have all these like young TikTok stars. I don't know if they like live in it or stay in it, if it's like a real world situation, but with like teens. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but then they make a bunch of videos there. That to me got really uncomfortable. I was like, wait, what? And where are the parents in this? And what's going on? And what? So, I mean, there's dangers everywhere. I know that when it comes to social media, but I don't really know how I felt about that. But I was like, dang, this girl is 15. And Hannah, or Smoky Glow, said that she's only been doing this for like 6 months or something. And she has, I don't 30 million TikTok followers or something like that. And like I said, she's been to the Super Bowl, the NBA All-Star show, fashion shows, and I'm just like, my mind is blown. Like, I can't even imagine having those kind of opportunities, but also the pressures that must come with that at that young of an age. That's kind of spooky to me. It's honestly like it kind of that's really really odd to think about. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a parent. I say it time and time again. Like, I don't know how to parent these days, because the way I grew up is completely different to the way kids are growing up these days, and what they have available to them is completely different than what I had. So I don't know the best ways to parent. I don't know what I would do. So I really try not to judge others if I'm not even in that situation. But man, it really makes you stop and think. So it really makes you stop and think. Hi, oh, Melissa Q, hello. I think that was Stephanie. Was it Stephanie? Oh, where'd it go? Stephanie says, hey Sam, how are you feeling? I'm doing pretty good today, thanks. I meant to put makeup on, but you know, here we are. Dang it. Natalie says, I'm a parent of a little girl and I'm terrified. I know, man. I feel like it's such a different time. And there's so many pros and cons though, right? Like I see so many positives from what we have, because when I was younger, all I wanted was to find people who thought like me, who had the same interests in me. It's why I turned to the internet and to blogging when I was young still, you know, but I was 18? Was I 18? When I started my blog, or I was in college at least, 19 probably. So, but I mean, for me, that was still fairly young, and it was such a new thing. But it was what I craved, because I would feel like such a loner growing up, because I felt so different, because I had all of these different ideas, these different goals, And it was so different from everyone around me. I had different interests. I wanted to talk to people about books. I wanted to talk to people about, the makeup and the celebrities and like all these different things. And no one else really cared about that kind of stuff. So that's why I went to the internet. I just try to think of like what life would have been like if I would have been younger and I would have been able to make those sort of connections. But at the same time, obviously, there's also a lot of dangers on the internet. I mean, that was something we learned back in the chat room days when AOL was first becoming a thing. There is always dangers and there's always predators out there. There is. So there's going to be positives and negatives to anything these days. But it's really fascinating to try to sit and think of like what some of these kids that are on some of these apps with all of these followers. I'm gonna see if UPS is here. It's working. There's no one here. There's no one here, you fool. But I know for me, like when I can remember when my YouTube channel first started getting like more views and more subscribers, I felt a lot of pressure because I felt like more eyes are on me, more people are hearing my words. It made me want to be a little bit more careful with what I'm reviewing or even just what I'm talking about. Because the thing is like, what I realized too, being on YouTube, is that when someone with a larger platform says something and so many people hear it, you start to see that popping up over and over again. And like, just for an example, I remember one time a YouTuber who had a fairly large channel said something kind of negative towards other bloggers, essentially, other YouTubers. And I started to see comments rolling in, not just on my channel, but on other people's channel, almost verbatim quoting what she said in her video. And I remember that moment kind of stopped, and this was years ago. But I remember that moment kind of stopped me on my tracks, and I was like, I have to make sure that I'm really knowing what it is that I'm saying and putting on the internet, because one, you don't know how many people truly are listening to you, but two, you don't know how someone's going to interpret your words or interpret just one thing that you say on the internet can get spurred into all of these different things because people then take it, it turns into a game of telephone, and all those things can happen. But really, it made me think a lot more clearly because I remember getting the first comment of someone being, and not even referencing the blogger, but making it seem like this was her own thought. And I was like, well, I heard her say that. Like, I don't know if this makes any sort of sense. But it made me really want to stop and think. And once again, just like as YouTube grows and more views or more subscribers, all of that, it honestly continues to put a lot of pressure on me. And I just want to be a good person, and I want to do things the right way. And I think I put a lot of pressure on myself because, especially nowadays in the internet and cancel culture and all of that, so many people are seeking out what makes you a bad person and what makes you wrong. And it makes me really, really nervous. So I try to imagine myself as a kid having that many people watching me and all of that. Also, at the same time, though, I don't know if kids have that sort of mindset of, I feel this type of pressure, or, I can remember being in my 20s or, 16 or 19 or whatever it may be, and kind of having that invincible feeling. But that also then makes me worried for them, because what are the things that they'll think that they can get away with on the internet, but you actually can't? Like, there's so many things to think about. I don't know, this topic got way, way away from me, but I go back and forth of like, now I said, I'm so glad I went through my teenage years at the time that I did. Like, me too. And I feel like times were so much almost like more simpler back then, and all of that. But at the same time, I can also see the positives. And one thing I'll say about, and this is just like with TikTok, and again, like just seeing this Charlie girl and her boyfriend and some of her friends, I've never looked them up anywhere else. Like I'm sure that they have Instagram and probably YouTube and all of that. Twitter, probably, I don't know, all the platforms. There's probably platforms that I don't even know exist yet. But yeah, Bonnie, I think you make a really good point. You said, I think a lot of kids are still seeking camaraderie through the internet, which is a huge positive. I agree. But many are just looking for celebrity and notoriety. I agree. I agree with both of you there. I'm someone who was seeking out camaraderie and that feeling of being included and belonging. That's what I was looking for when I was younger. So I can understand that. But also people, you know, you can definitely see what can happen with success on YouTube and on, you know, these other platforms now. And, you know, I'm sure people start it for the wrong reasons or want to do things to try to get to these certain levels and all of that. I feel like I was just talking a lot. So, I feel like I was saying something, but I don't even know what I was saying. But I know this went in like a totally different topic. Shane is here. Hello. Happy March. Hello. It's the best month ever. But yeah, I feel like you guys get what I was just trying to say there. It is. I'm glad I went through teenage at that time because I mean, even like Facebook didn't come out till I was in college. So, you know, with all these like digging up old tweets and all of that, like I don't even have something like that because the internet wasn't a thing at that time when I was younger and everything. But sometimes I'm like, man, I wish the internet was around because maybe I wouldn't have gone so many years feeling like a loner and like a weirdo in small town Iowa where I couldn't seem to find anyone that cared about the same things I did. So, yeah, it just is kind of like a back and forth there. So, okay, so yeah, and you know what's really interesting? I was writing my Jessica, you are our weirdo. Thank you, I appreciate that. I was writing my book. I'm writing my 9th book today, and kind of the main character is interesting. I didn't think that she was going to be this way. We don't know Breely very well yet. Out of the 3 books in the series that have come out, Breely is still someone who we don't know like her full story or know full about her yet. So as I was writing her backstory and getting to know her, she kind of reminded me a little bit of me. Like she had dreams to like be in the Olympics and things like that. And, you know, kind of felt like a loner that way. And I talk about how in her story, she says that when she was younger and, you know, at school, they would ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she'd say, oh, I was always so boring or so traditional, you know, the doctor or, you know, that sort of thing. And she wanted to be an Olympian and all of that. And I even write in the book how like nowadays when you ask kids what they want to be, I mean, kids truly say a blogger, a YouTuber, a TikToker, you know, all of those things. And that didn't even exist when I was young. Like if you asked me that in 2nd grade, that wasn't a thing. That wasn't out there. So it's just interesting to see the different careers that can come because of social media and the internet and all of that. So I don't know. That's just one thing I thought I'd throw out there, but it's weird to think about, you know, when I was in the 2nd grade, this wasn't invented what I'm doing today on the social media side. Of course, out there was, but it's just weird. It's just weird to think about. But I almost get this sense with TikTok. Now, I don't want to say that it's easy because like really what is? Like there's not a whole lot in this life that is easy or that comes with like no strings attached or, you know, whatever. But it's crazy to me as someone who's been doing YouTube for so long and then even the blogging before that and even making Instagram videos. Making 60-second Instagram videos is actually quite a lot of work. And then the editing software and all of that. Whereas like a TikTok, most everything is done from your phone and they make it so easy on that app. Sounds, and you can use copyrighted music. That's insane. I still don't understand how that works. I can't even use the copyrighted music in my Instagram stories. I try to take my TikToks and put them to Instagram stories, and I get like, your video's been removed in my Instagram stories. I'm like, are you serious? Because like, what? But I can do an Instagram story at a bar with a music playing on the jukebox, and that's, I don't understand that, but okay, whatever. But you can do all of these transitions. You can do overlays, you can do text, you can do, I mean, you can full on edit your videos within this TikTok app and not having to film on a different camera, not having to import footage to a computer, not having to have an editing software program. It's just boom, boom, boom right there. So in that sense, I'm like, this is actually kind of easy. Like last night, I thought, oh, I could do a skincare routine. And I was like, you know, I don't really want to come into my filming room and turn on all the lights and make sure my camera's charged and set my tripod up and have all my skincare products next to me and doing this and doing that. And I was like, well, I could at least like do a TikTok. And I went into the bathroom and just did it from there, like one-handed, the phone's right here, and I'm showing my cleanser and I'm holding up my oil, and boom, it was done. It was so much faster and so much quicker than making that for an Instagram story. I was like, huh, interesting. Like, so I don't know. That's just dread memory cards. Yeah, like you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just kind of interesting to me, right? Because again, I don't want to say it's easy, but it just makes me wonder, again, because I'm so new with TikTok, I don't know all of the players over there. I don't know the big people, but I think about the ones who've gotten really popular off dance and everything. It's like, okay, did they really just have someone holding a phone or setting? I've seen some behind the scenes photos where it's like literally like propping your phone up on a rock and dancing outside and taking 60 seconds to do this dance and then just automatically being able to upload it to TikTok, and then you have millions of followers. Like, it's really interesting to me as someone who's done video editing for so long. It's interesting to me. So I don't know. Just thought I'd throw that out there too. But truly, I had this moment last night of like, I should film a skincare video for Instagram, and being like, I don't want to go through the entire setup, but I can just go into my bathroom and take more of like a raw video from my phone. Yeah. So I don't know. Just interesting. I mean, things are always changing and always evolving. As someone who started as a blogger almost 11 years ago, you've seen the different not trends. You've seen the different platforms come and go. You know, it was a reason why I didn't want to download TikTok and try to get into it for the longest time, because I thought it was just going to disappear again. Like, you know what I understand. Nicole, kids these days will never understand the struggles of having to use a digital camera and a memory card and hoping it was good enough that you didn't have to take that photo again. Tomorrow's Will I Buy It, my shirt. Oh wait, I'm still wearing it. Okay. Let's just have a moment where we all agree. Can we just like put our hands in right now and just say you're not going to judge me? Team Sam Squad, no judgment. Okay, so I'm still wearing the same shirt that I was yesterday. In my defense, I work from home. Okay, but look at my shirt. And I talk about the struggles. Hold on, can you see it? It says Kodak. I bought this from Target and I loved it so much. And I talk about it in my Will I Buy It video. Thank you. Thank you for the no judgments. I appreciate that. But I talk about it in the Will I Buy It because I'm like, do you like my new shirt? I bought it from Target. And then I'm like, kids these days just will never understand having to take a photo with a camera and making sure not to put your thumb over it and hoping that you're focused and hoping that you're not blurry and you don't know because you can't see it, and then you gotta go pay someone to develop the film for you and hope everything comes out okay. That's a lot of pressure. Kids these days, they don't understand the struggle. I remember that, okay? So that's just funny that you say that, because I don't, like, the first minute of tomorrow's Will I Buy It is me talking about the struggles of old cameras. So many thumbs in photos. I know, Tanya, so many thumbs. Or I remember college days. So I remember college where the digital cameras came to play, and I one time had my camera stolen, which was so sad to me. And I can even remember just like telling my friends, like, if they would just give me the memory card, like take the camera, but like don't take my memory card, man. Like, that's what's got all the photos on it. Just leave the memory card. But I can remember oh, it's just so funny to look back at, because it was like you'd have your phone, but then you'd also have to have your digital camera, and then you'd have to have like your purse or your clutch or whatever it may be. But I remember when you started to be able to take photos on your phone too, and it was like, wait, I don't need to carry around this digital camera anymore. Like, what? I don't have to make sure it's charged before I go out, and the memory card has enough space on it. This is great. So, yeah, that was awesome. I remember those times as well. That was pretty great. I mean, some of the things the kids go through these days, they just don't understand what we went through. But yeah, I got my shirt from Target. I loved it so much. Even Mitch thought it was pretty cool because I was wearing it yesterday. And he thought it was pretty fun. Oh, Natalie says, I have to go put my little girl in bed now. Bye, thank you so much for coming, Natalie. And Vicky says, come back. Vicky does not say come back. But Vicky says, isn't it crazy how we live through this technological revolution? I agree. I agree for sure. Jessica says, I had a phone and a camera in the diaper bag at all times. I love it. Oh yeah, Bonnie, college equals downloading party pics from my digital camera to upload to MySpace. 100% for sure. Like, oh, I so remember those days as well. Man, MySpace. Oh, MySpace. I tried to find my MySpace. This was like, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago, maybe, I want to say. 2 years ago, I was having a conversation with a friend about MySpace, and I was like, wait, can we still look at our MySpace pages? Like, are they still around? And so we started Googling like our names in MySpace and all of that. Like, is this something that we can still look at? And we couldn't find them. And I eventually found an article that was saying it was like 5 years ago or something like that, that basically MySpace was going to completely shut down. So they had an option. They were like, and if you want to save your profile, like do this and do that and like, and you can download it that way. But otherwise, like after this date, it was going to be completely gone and you couldn't recover your old profiles. And I was like, dang, because I'm trying to remember like what my last MySpace looked like. Cause I had like glitter falling in the background and probably like a Nelly song playing in the background. But like, who was my top 8? Obviously Tom, who's number 1. But like, who was in my top 8? I don't even remember who was in my top 8 when my MySpace, when I stopped. I don't know. Did I just like stop going to it? I can't remember. MySpace was so much cooler than Facebook. Yeah. Well, and I remember when Facebook came out, you could only have Facebook if you went to a certain college and your email address had to have like at isu.edu. And I went to a small private business college. So we weren't on that initial list for Facebook. So we couldn't get Facebook. It wasn't until Facebook opened up to, pretty much like the public, because I don't know if the kids would know this these days. Are the kids even on Facebook? Do the kids even like Facebook? I don't know. But when Facebook came out, not everyone could get Facebook. You had to belong to these specific colleges. And so we were like, it's fine. We still got MySpace, so we're cooler than Facebook. And then Facebook kept growing and we're like, oh, guess we'll get Facebook now. And then MySpace just like, I don't even remember what happened. Just was gone. So I kind of wish that I could recover my old MySpace, but apparently that's not an option anymore. I just wanted to see who was in my top 8. Just as my sign-in is still in my college email. That's hilarious. That's great. Jessica says no, that's for parents, no Facebook. Yeah, so that's so funny. But yeah, I mean, there's always going to be something new technology-wise coming out. I mean, who knows at this time next year, in 2 years, like who knows what it's going to be. Who knows? You just try to do your best. So yeah, that was a fun chat. So we've almost to an hour here. And I should get going because I do need to get my Will I Buy It for tomorrow uploaded. I need to do my Instagram video for today. I need to edit that. And yeah, my intern's gonna come. We're gonna do some filming together. But thanks to everyone who was able to stop by the live chat. This was a lot of fun. I feel like this hour like flew by for me. Whew, that was a lot of fun. And a reminder, if you guys weren't here at the beginning, that next week's live chat is going to be a really exciting one. I have an announcement to share next week, so I will have the time very, very shortly. And I will have it in like my community tab, and I'll share about it on like Instagram and Twitter and all of that. But I'll let you know what time for sure I'm going to do the live chat, because it'll be next Tuesday. And I will have a little big announcement to share next week. So it's like, so I'll have that. Okay. Thank you to everyone who came by today. This was a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to untangle myself from this bar stool. Oh my goodness. Thank you for everyone who came by. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.